I guess I'll start off by saying, I'm Jonathan Joss. I graduated from this wonderful institute in 1990. I did a lot of work at the 24th Street Experiment Theater here under Mr. Richard Slocum. Glad, had a great time here. I think we had one of the nicest theaters in San Antonio. He has since retired. After graduating here, I guess 1990, I moved off to Austin, lived there for a while, ended up moving to Dallas, doing film work there and TV, and then made enough money doing odd jobs to move out to California. Actor by trade, kind of what I do, what I like doing. Ventured into a couple other things, as you can tell, did the band. That was a spin-off from the whole King of the Hill stuff. Let's field questions in regard to anything the hell you want to ask. Okay, first question you pick.
What made you decide to become an actor?
What made me be an actor? I guess the idea of being on stage was a lot of fun after, I guess, about the second or third grade. I saw a play, I think it was like Three Little Pigs. They did kind of a updated version of Three Little Pigs. And I kind of said, wow, everything that you're not supposed to do in your classroom, these people are doing on stage. And they're actually getting paid for it, and people are laughing at them, and more importantly, they're not being sent to the detention center. So that's kind of what did it. The idea of just performing, being out there. I grew up in a restaurant. My parents had a restaurant called El Diamante on the south side of San Antonio, for like 45 years. And I was around a lot of characters. And a lot of times, to be an actor, you have to be a character. Or have characters. Because you have character doesn't mean you are a character. But that kind of started it as well, because I got to make fun of people that I met on a normal basis, waiting tables, washing dishes. And a lot of those people were like endeared to my heart, and became friends over a period of time. And as being an actor, sometimes I'm allowed that privilege to show other people that I know. That's how I build my characters, are from people that I met in my life. So just a childhood dream, and because of the university and because of other universities I've attended, I have the education behind me to really go in an audition and feel like I'm the person best fit for the job. Next question. Yes, ma'am.
How do you feel about always, a majority of the time, playing a Native American?
Very good question. You did some history, so you kind of went through. Did you go to the computer, find a little information about me?
Yeah, I Googled everything.
You Googled everything about me. You Googled me. Very good. Thank you for Googling me. How do I feel about it? Now that I'm 45 years old and no longer look like the 20-year-old stud I used to be, I'm really thankful of it, because Hollywood is such a huge business. Show business is so large that you've got to find a niche somewhere. And I've been lucky enough to look the part, be the part, act the part. I'm proud to say that I just got off of Parks and Recreation. I went down last week and shot a week on that. I got a co-starring on it. It's the first time that I get to wear a suit. They handed me an outfit because there's like this faux blessing ceremony. It's a whole little comic thing about an Indian putting a curse on a carnival. So they really make, if you see Parks and Recreation, it's very goofy. I may get in trouble for doing some of the goofy things I did in it. I probably wouldn't have done this back in the day when I had my looks to rely on. But the first thing they asked me was, during the blessing ceremony, what are you going to wear? They brought out red, white, and blue feathers. They brought all this stuff, stuff that I would never put on in my life. And I said, I'm going to go the opposite way with this. And I said, yeah, I'll wear that. I better yet, let me take all my clothes off. So I took everything off, as in my butt shorts, no t-shirt, my gut sticking out. And I put all this Indian stuff on, and, basically naked with feathers. And they said, oh, I love it. I'm like, oh my God, did I pick myself in a corner? Took a photo, went back to producers, they didn't like it. They said, no, that's too extreme. I'm like, wow, how cool is this? Again, the native role again, but it was a lot more fun. Ended up wearing a suit. It's taken me almost 20 years of my career to play an Indian in a suit. It took me probably 15 years to get off horseback. You know, it was probably 10 years before I wore my first jeans, as opposed to loincloth and leather. I don't have a problem with being pigeonholed as a Native actor. I'm very proud of it. I think I do it well. Has Hollywood changed? It's trying. It's trying. So I don't have a problem with it. I'm very proud that I'm finally playing somebody in a suit who owns a casino. I'm also proud of playing, you know, Kicking Wolf, who was a great horse thief and murdering an Indian. Had fun with that too. So I don't have a problem with it. Just want to wear more suits. Thank you. Great question. Another question, please.
So you obviously said you graduated from the lake, like City Theater, correct?
I started, I went to SAC, proud to say that I'm part of the Alamo Community College system. I went to San Antonio College because it's not about where you graduate, it's kind of like where you begin. If it wasn't for San Antonio College, I would have never gotten my foot back in the door. I got kicked out of Southwest Texas State because they had a great theater department. I went there. I got kicked out basically because I didn't keep my grades up, was partying too much. Wasn't serious about it. Rediscovered San Antonio College after working a year and a half, almost 2 years, at a place called the Billiard Palace on Military Drive. Got beat up really bad. One night decided I need to go back to school because I sure in hell can't fight. Started doing theater at SAC again. You know, I kind of did it all through high school, went to SAC, started with their little theaters there, decided to come to Our Lady of the Lake for the reason that they had a theater that was professional and paying. The 24th Experiment Theater is a professional theater here at the lake. It's educational, and they give you like 15 bucks a performance. So the lake gave me the ability to know what a paying actor is treated like. Richard Slocum made me feel like a professional actor. So it got me ready for Hollywood then, because we had such a small theater. The theater downstairs at 24th was about the size of this room. So everything was up and close and personal. The difference between theater and film. Up close and personal, stage, far back. So yeah, the lake, you know, is responsible for me being who I am. Good and bad. Okay, another question, please. Yes, ma'am.
What made you change from stage work to film work?
Laziness. Being a theater actor means I have to hit the gym every day. I have to make sure my memory is always intact. It's a brutal business, you know. Then I discovered when I ended up working on a couple of films in Dallas. One of my first films here was called 8 Seconds. It was the film that got me started as a union actor here in San Antonio. It was with Luke Perry. The story of Lane Frost, who's a great champion bullfighter. Got paid really good money for 4 days and didn't have to do anything. I went, whoa, this is kind of cool. Got lucky enough to go to Austin and move to Dallas and work on Walker, Texas Ranger. Again, you know, got to play Indian and didn't have to break a sweat and got paid really well. So what really did it, I always venture and pretend like one day I'll go back to theater, but that would probably mean me losing 20 pounds and not eating and drinking the things I like to eat and drink. But laziness, yeah, not too proud to say it.